So after you take notes on information that you need to include in your introduction, and then you take notes on the rhetorical situation, then the rhetorical devices or strategies used, this is where I need you to then connect the article and Wally. So how do these two connect? Where do they connect? And how can the opening scenes of the motion picture Wally complement the article or the argument, the goal of the article? You can just add a quick summary of the opening scenes. If you have seen the entire movie, and I strongly encourage you to watch it because it's a sweet, sweet movie with a true message. So you can summarize the entire movie, or you can just summarize the opening scenes here if you have not seen the movie, and then take notes on how it relates to the article, and of course cite example evidence from the scenes. In your conclusion, I will ask you to restate the thesis statement. It's not a copy and paste thing. You do have to use synonyms to express yourself. And add a sophisticated conclusion. So this is where you can, if you want to, you can include your message to the audience or your thoughts about the topic of hidden in plain sight. And finally, what I'm asking you to do is prepare for documenting your sources using the MLA style. So for this assignment, I'm going to ask you to document your sources in MLA style. And if at this point you think, what is she talking about? So once you start writing the first draft of your analysis, whenever you quote any evidence, when you give examples from the original article or the movie itself, you have to use in-text citation. And what I did, I gave you 2 links to watch on how to do the in-text citation using the MLA style itself. When you use sources, so basically it's not your thought, it's somebody else's thought, from a website, from an article, from a book, from some other place, you always have to claim who said that. And you have to do it, you have to claim it inside your essay, so in the text that you're typing, and also after the essay or after the analysis. When you refer to the sources, when you name your sources inside your essay, in your text, we call it an in-text citation, and it goes with a special format when we follow the MLA style. And then we have a works cited list, where we simply list the sources that we use, and it's the MLA format. You're going to be using your Google document course portfolio to write this essay, and so I gave you a tutorial on how to use EasyBib in order to use the MLA format to cite your sources. So this is going to be very helpful for you. What you can see here is 2 more things. There's a collection of tutorial videos, additional tutorial videos, just in case you want to know more about MLA citation, you want to know more about thesis statements for rhetorical analysis, or explaining strategies, planning, and the basics of rhetorical analysis. So there's more information about rhetorical analysis right here. And over here, what you can see is basically, if you ask your question, so how do I go about this assignment now? What I did, I just went over what kind of information to include in your brainstorming material. So we are going to start with the brainstorming, and you will only start writing your essay or your analysis once I tell you that you have enough information in your brainstorming material. And so we're going to finish and discuss the brainstorming notes in your map. Then you will take your zero draft. So based on the brainstorming notes and map, you will write your zero draft, and you will take your zero draft to the writing center to discuss it with the tutors there. Then you will revise that zero draft. So you will receive feedback from the tutors, and you will add that information to your analysis. And please remember that when you go and visit the tutor, please take the grading rubric with you so that they will know exactly what you're asking. If you just show up and say, hey, I have to write a rhetorical analysis essay, please take a look. I don't know if it's good. They don't really know what I'm asking for, so it's very helpful if you go ahead and take this grading rubric so that they know what the expectations are. This grading rubric is also in your course portfolio, so you can just look at it under week 4, and you can show it to the tutor right there. So you will revise your zero draft with the feedback from the tutor, from the writing center, and then you will submit your first draft. So I will see your first draft. I will not see your zero draft. I will see your first draft, and I will give you your initial grade. And based on my feedback, you will then revise your first draft, and you will submit your final draft, and you can earn plus 10%. So make sure that you have a really nice and strong first draft, because if you have a super weak first draft and let's say it's only a 50% grade that you're receiving, adding 10% will not really take you to very high. So just pay attention to the brainstorming part, and this is why I explained it in a video. Pay attention to the foundation, and the foundation is having extremely useful and meaningful brainstorming notes and even a map that will help you and guide you through the writing process when it comes down to just sitting down and typing your zero draft. So this is it, and if you have any questions, then contact me. You can see me after class, or you can email me, and I can give you some additional information and explanation. Thank you.